Good afternoon. This is Micah Mitchell with Madison County Weather Updates. And we're going to have a little bit of super duper early winter model fun. I'm kind of doing this because, I kind of agree with where the ensemble mean comes out. What we're looking at is the European model. It actually runs a 7-month snow forecast. So this would be snowfall for the Anderson and Muncie area through April, through the beginning of April. So what you can see, all these different lines, the European model runs 51 different computer runs or ensembles. Then the very top one is the control. That's what the model would actually spit out if it were creating a map. And then the very bottom band all by itself is the ensemble mean. That's the mean of all of these different models added up. So we're going to take a look at this real quick. I'm going to try to make this relatively quick because this is super far out. Obviously, we're not even to mid-September yet. But at any rate, we'll take a look, and I kind of broke this down. And on average, the Anderson to Muncie area picks up 18 to 20 inches of snow each winter. And obviously we have some big winters and we have some flop winters. We've had more flop here lately than anything. So I was kind of looking at it, and there were 13 of the 51 ensembles that had the area picking up 15 inches of snow or less this winter. There were 12 of the ensembles that had us picking up 35 inches or more. And then the rest of them kind of fell in the middle, and that's kind of where the ensemble mean finished, was kind of in the middle. So I'll zoom in here real quick so you can look. And down here at the very bottom, through April, it has us picking up about 25 inches of snow in the Anderson and Muncie area. So I kind of agree with that. I think somewhere in the 20 to 25 inch range is pretty doable, but there are some issues. It's an El Nino winter. El Ninos generally mean warmer temperatures and less snow, but where you do get it as snow, sometimes they can be bigger because they're more moisture loaded. If you can get some cold air to time in with it. We tend to have a problem with the polar jet and the southern jet staying separated, so a lot of the moisture loaded storms don't always connect with the polar jet until they reach the east coast, and then they end up with big nor'easters, which they've not really had the last few years either. However, we need to see what the tropical Atlantic does, how much the waters out there in the Atlantic cool down, because right now the Atlantic is much warmer than average, and to my recollection and to what I could find, we've not had a winter where both the Pacific and the Atlantic were much warmer than average. If that were to hold, and again, this tropical activity is upwelling colder in water, so maybe that'll kind of reduce the temperature of the Atlantic. But if we get into the winter and the Atlantic is still warm and the Pacific is still warm, that can facilitate troughs of low pressure off of both coasts and make the ridge be more back in the central U.S. and really could set us up for kind of a Clipper parade. So we'll see how that all sets up. That's all way out in fantasy land, but it'll be interesting to see, because I think how the Atlantic shapes up along with the Pacific is going to determine whether we have a above average snow winter or a below average snow winter. Again, if the Atlantic cools down, we're probably going to finish with somewhere more in the 15 to 20 inch range, if that. We only had 14 inches last winter. So I'm running a little bit longer than I really wanted to, but I just thought that was kind of interesting. Yeah, I do think, again, that 25 inches through April is very possible. On average, the ensembles put down our first snowflakes in early November. There were a couple of ensembles that had us getting some snowflakes in October. I do think that some October snow might be possible. So, not really accumulating snow, but just some flakes. So we'll see how that all pans out. But I just thought this would be kind of a fun thing to take a look at just way ahead out in Fantasyland. So this is Micah Mitchell with Madison County Weather Updates. Have a great day.